the girl them dashing, bro.
No, brother.
Brother, most of the girl them dashing.
Some of them look like orangutan, them, brother. Like, come on, brother.
How much of my girl them you see?
Eh? Me not say whole heap of them.
Exactly.
But me know, brother.
Me not stay so, bro. Me not stay so, me really fuck one girl, bro.
Brother, the bee when they over you take, brother, she warm dog. You see me? So nobody feel like
no, but just because she not, you see.
She ain't dashing. So
no,
that me I say, alright, cool. She might have a look at something and you just say, yo, me just want to fuck that because
no, you
that's
was with the mindset wasn't say, yo, okay, she can give me some pussy dog. The mindset said I get like cool.
So you know say she cool?
You can't see some girl cool, bro. You like me I tell?
Anyways, yo,
you know say yo, you can't see, yo, let me tell you something.
You see me,
you
that
can't
is
say
quantity.
No, how much girl cool, bro? If she never cool, Moona have her, Moona stick around her, bro, and that's her with her, but she cool.
So, him date warm girls are cool.
Yeah, bro.
Welcome Olympians, welcome back to another episode of Olympus Talks. I'm your host, Zeus.
Perseus.
Hades. Yes, sir. Nice to see Perseus return again this week. You know, so the topic them sweet, so you have to stay tuned, isn't it? Anyway, before we start today's episode, I want to introduce you guys to a new product. I know it's a while now I say we're gonna launch it, but you know, as many experts will say, you know, the best things in life, you know, they take time. So, you know, that's why we took so long to release these. As you can see, this is the Olympus Fresh deodorant. It comes in various scents. We'll be dropping the rest of the scents at another time, but for now we have the lavender scent and the lemongrass scent. Alright, so we'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check them out. About $700 a bottle, definitely worth it. All natural product.
JMD?
Yeah, JMD of course.
Okay.
All natural product. Y'all will definitely fall in love with these, alright? Anyway, moving on. So today's topic is actually going to be, why has hookup culture become such a norm in 2024? I know y'all have experience with this. Everybody here, even the cameraman himself, have experience with the hookup culture.
I don't.
And its effects on you know, people, you know, in modern day society. So starting with you, Hades, why has hookup culture become such a norm in 2024? What do you think? Yeah.
Alright, so in my opinion, the reason why hookup culture has basically been, you know, normalized in today's society is because we're a sexually free culture, right? Sex has the price on sex has basically lowered. So, you know, people having more sex and, you know, alcohol and other drugs, you know, they do tend to sway the minds of the people. So, you know, that's how it's gonna be something that people do where, you know, you have you have alcohol influencing decisions, you have, you know, the party drugs, you know, the ecstasies and
weed and all that.
Yeah, not really weed, but you know, just the party drugs. So definitely that has, you know, become more normalized. Yeah. So, you know, the culture basically reach a point where it's basically has, and in parties, you know, party every weekend. So that's definitely something that has added to the whole sexual culture, you know, bring it to the forefront.
Alright, so in my eyes, right, feminism plays a part or a role in this, in a sense, right? What I mean by that is, first and foremost, gone are the times like, let's say in the 1950s where, you know, a father wouldn't give off his daughter as a wife. And in order for you to date a woman in a them time, you basically wouldn't just have to wife her up. And you usually shame having just casual sex because we know the consequences. We know, say, yo, a woman is susceptible to getting pregnant, especially in a them time where we don't have the birth control pill, etc. or any form of, we don't really have no contraceptive in a them time, you get what I say. So that one of the main reasons why. Other thing is, governments of the world decide, say, you know, in the promotion of equality, they're going to give women access to having their own money and whatever, and they can work and do them thing. Nothing wrong with that, but you see, with the freedom of she not having to depend on a man for mine and take care of her and whatever, right? She have a freedom now for roam out and do what she want as she please. She don't need a man.
Release the limiters on her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She don't need a man for provide and protect for her or whatever, right? She have her own money, right? And we're there in this time where, you know, as Nicholas said, the whole party time and whatever, the whole freedom, it does basically open up the floodgates, right? In my eyes.
Yeah.
While me have more pints right now, they not come to mind right now, you know, so.
Understandable. That's a very good answer, you know, both of them made very good points, you know, as Jaime rightfully said, we're in a different era altogether, you know, things are going to change over time, so that's perfectly normal, but as time goes by, we're all moderately progressives here, or moderates for the most part. Things should progress in a positive manner for the most part, and not progress to the point where we start to question if this is even worth the change.
But
you understand? Well, wait, before you get to that, the whole dating scene has changed. The whole dating landscape has changed so much because the dynamic has shifted essentially. So as Jaime rightfully said, the whole conservative aspect of dating has now shifted. So now women aren't fully reliant on men for their finances, which is inherently a bad thing, you know. Giving women the opportunity to earn income and stuff like that allows them to have the flexibility, you know, of living more comfortable lives, you know, especially in the event of a passing spouse or, you know, not being able to get a spouse or something like that, you know, relationship not working out, she's not forced to stay in it and all of that. So it does have positive aspects, but there's the negatives also, where, you know,
because she's not forced to stay,
yes,
she can leave as she please
at any time, yeah,
you know?
And the system is set in such a way where a lot of men get a raw deal if that is the case. So I find the hookup culture aspect has mostly stemmed from one, women's freedom to do as they please, and also the whole advent of contraception. I think, to be honest, contraception is probably the number one reason why women feel the need to just hook up with random guys, you know, and not care about body count.
Is because you can have
there's
sex
no,
like a man without the consequences.
The quote unquote, because for some reason people seem to forget about STDs, STIs, but apparently pregnancy is the most serious disease apparently. You know, so that's the only thing people seem to worry about, pregnancy. As long as I'm not getting pregnant, I'm okay. I can hook up with as many people as possible. You know, you wanted to bring up a point, really?
Just a quick point. You say it backward. You say it's supposed to be progressing in a positive
forward,
but
instead of backward.
But I would disagree that is a negative. Because, you know, as much as you might say, okay, you know, it's hookup culture, you know, have negative impacts. You know, it does do a lot of stuff in regards to giving persons the freedom to date who they want to date.
And just before you get into that, I want to just do a quick deviation into the next question, which is the negative impacts it has on both genders. So yeah, what you were saying?
You know, negatives and positives are a part of life. You know, yin can't be without yang.
Exactly.
So basically, you know, it does have negatives as well as positives. So just a couple of negatives is that, you know, person that, you know, might do they basically might lie and, you know, deceive to because they just want sex, but you know, so that's definitely a negative where a lot of people do get jaded, and, you know, social media basically
perpetuate it even further.
Not necessarily perpetuate, but social media basically, if you are thinking about something negatively, social media essentially kind of exacerbate the mental issue. So if something is bad, social media is going to basically make it look worse, because if you keep showing your images of the negatives, it might make the negatives look more than what it actually is.
Exactly,
definitely, you know, when people get a bad experience from hookup culture, you know, and then they kind of follow up stuff like that, basically becomes the norm of what life actually is. And social media is not real life.
You mentioned positives. What kind of positives did I say can come from hookup culture in 2024?
You can meet great women through hookup culture.
So you said the dating landscape is more open.
Yeah, so you have more freedom to date who you want to date, especially from a female side, where there's not a lot of there's less judgment, so she can. Example, let's just say she is dating somebody that somebody wouldn't deem as worthy.
Yeah.
Let's say the father don't agree, so she dating a guy that does art or some form of different kind of stuff. Parents probably they have this fixed thing. You need to do this, you need to do that, you need to be this.
Conservative values.
Yeah, so they can date persons that, because a lot of people doing unconventional stuff and making a lot of money, but from the outside standpoint, they're basically
if it's not straightforward.
Yeah, they can't understand it. This person at home sitting there making millions streaming.
Yeah.
What she gonna tell her parents? Oh, it's a shame, but because the landscape's so open now, people less judgmental, and less judgment mean we can have more freedom to date the right person more than the person that right on paper. You get me? So we can tick more boxes, which sometimes more important than necessarily. Oh, he's a doctor, he makes this amount of money, he drives this, he comes from this kind of family. Because not all of us tick those boxes, but a lot of people are a good person, but we get judged based on, okay, he fits this bill, he fits this bill, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's have a few positives here. It has its positives and any idea. There's no thing that is completely negative.
Well, that's
just part of life. But yeah.
So if you don't know already, in terms of how men date and how women date, it's not symmetrical, right? Men mostly date for procreation or for spread their seed, right? So men date for sex, right?
From a biological standpoint.
But the price of sex would usually be marriage, you get what I say. So back in the more traditional time, that would be when you would have to do it now.
It was more incentivized before,
right? So but woman date for stability and resources, because when time the pick me born, she want to make sure the man is capable of providing and protecting else basically they are going to die. Exactly. You get what I said? Alright, so now in the modern era now where you can woman don't need, like my dad say, woman don't need man for provide and protect anymore, right? So the negative would be because we can see, like what you say, social media have its perks, but it have its disadvantage.
Yeah, that could be.
Alright, so social media give a lot of people this instant gratification where them see a lifestyle where it might not be in the vicinity where if they can grab onto right now, they would not take it. So like, even though enough women not go date a man like a Drake, the lifestyle where he may be able to be where he may be able to provide is so great to her side of provisioning. Sometimes she willing to risk even the current relationship where she in order to jump off board or monkey branch onto a relationship like that. And because there isn't any structure there in a society, again we have to say, say your baby girl that wrong boy. She just have to gravitate to her wood and say her hind brain side or lizard brain side and jump off to that, for example. Man on the other hand, right, negative way they might have is because
you think hooking up randomly with women can affect men negatively?
To a degree, yes. To a degree, yes. Because when him get it for free, what the incentive for stay long term to anything sometimes. It does happen, you know. Like he must say, yo brother, the price for sex is not marriage anymore. The price for sex is to look good, have a little care, have a little resources, and I eat that. You see me, or be a smooth talker, and if she like, me say me can get her in her bedroom. As opposed to yo, me know say my mother, my father, my grandfather, my uncle, them married. You get me? I said that I price for him, you have to pay for get sex. Why me, why am I incentivized to marry? Right? When time me know say yo, if me can get Mary Sue and Sukiana. You see me? If we can get them for one night, I circulate, and then next month we can change out. Like say yo, me I wear socks, we can change out Gucci like how me I change socks.
Yeah.
Why am I?
There's no special significance to
stay?
anything essentially.
You get me? I say, but as we already know, because women don't date for like women don't date randomly. Women like date for like woman date for quantity, right? And every man ever stay like a Nicholas, for instance, where all like muscle and whatever progress.
Wouldn't you say though, that's an interesting thing. It all depends on your see. Or wouldn't you say the current dating landscape has revealed the true women that are out there? Because there's that incentive to go out there and just do whatever. And you have women that are still willing to stay to the more conservative aspect of things. Wouldn't you say that also reveals those women more?
It reveals both gender.
A wolf in sheep clothing type of thing where they were forced to live a certain way, but they didn't actually want to live like that.
Yeah, I think it does reveals both gender, natural dynamic and tendencies. It does show that men would prefer to have a lot of sex if they get the opportunity to. Get me I say? And women would go after more resources if they really do get the opportunity to, unbounded. You get what I say? And sometimes both parties will put themselves in a dangerous situation in order to acquire that sexual desire or that resource dynamic, you know?
Yeah. So we're gonna jump into the final segment of this question. So any one of you guys can start this off. Do you think marriage is still a viable option in 2024? And we're talking in Western countries.
No.
Why?
Like we did say, brother, yo, me can get it if go and give me milk for free. Like, why the incentive, right? Plus all of the negative connotation with marriage, right? If you don't know, over 50% of marriages fail right now. With 70% might be in woman. And like me say, come back to the fact say a woman don't have any incentive to stay right now. Now some people might look on that and call this slavery, but I wouldn't say that is the case. You get me? I say it's just our natures and how we work, right? Women are easily bored in relationships, right? You gotta say if she easily bored in a regular relationship where she just freely get up and just left, me no have that experience. What really are incentive for staying in a 10-year marriage when time yo she can look on social media and see yo Nicholas over there saying Bomba Bima. You see me? And you have muscles, he might go to gym, he might take care of himself. He might provide a lifestyle. And if she been a party and she been did live that the lifestyle from morning, you get what I say? She automatically gravitate to that. It's like a drug addict. It's like she dep on drugs, you see me? And I know when time people don't say, oh, you know, you come off by drugs, you see me, your mind change really and truly.
There's a common principle with it. Before you start, there's a common principle. Don't wife up a hoe, essentially. So you can't get married to the wrong type of woman.
Just
10 years on the line.
Because
a lot of guys tend to choose the wrong kind of woman. And then nowadays you're more likely to find the wrong type of woman.
Alright,
so the courting process, that's why the courting is so important. Courting process is not I have sex with this girl last night, man, I talk a couple times, we get married 3 months ago. No, courting, that's what I personally believe. If you have a court a girl, court her for at least 2. Become her best friend.
Live with her.
Know everything about this girl. 2-3 years down the line and then you decide.
So you said the failure rate is essentially because men poor
poor decision.
So let me put my 2 cents.
Wrong women.
Let me put my 2 cents. Alright, so you say if it makes sense, marriage is a thing, bro, like a great thing. If you find a good woman, which you can friggin' find if you look, most man not look. Because at the end of the days, the man just look for have sex with the women, they not really look for settle down. Some man anyway, because some man actually who look for it actually find it.
Or them in a situation where a girl is at 10 and she's the best thing for me.
Wait a minute. A lot of men in a relationship to prove things to him, she and Ray, you know. A lot of marriage is a great thing, and you know, as a marriage, relationships are not easy. You get me I say? So it takes work. So you know, really marriage is a thing, and you can't just go in there with the thing say, oh you can't please her. women, as me tell everybody, take up a woman they can manage. Some women, them hard to please, some women not so hard to please. And they can't move lazy either. Take care of yourself. Go gym, take care of your body, eat right, take care of themselves. Nobody leg yourself in the marriage. Because in idea, would you want to have sex? Would you say she should have sex with a man who look like you? You did come in the marriage, so you're basically cheap. I know man when they get out of shape and look a certain way, when they married or looking a certain way. And remember, if you are feed the woman too much, she'll put on weight. So baby, Ray. So marriage take work. I know there's something you just jump in and okay, this is supposed to be easy, happily ever after. No, it takes friggin' work over a long period of time. That's how marriages last.
And then
one of the biggest reasons why marriage is not lasting because people are lazy.
Yeah, funnily, a lot of the breakdown in marriages happen long before they actually end.
Yeah,
so
people lazy.
Funnily, this is something they bring up the other day with
but you have to couple that with the incentive for them to not stay too. You can't just say, marriage just work. You get me? I say, if you are tempted, you're more likely to leave, especially in that landscape over there.
But here's the thing. Women, in general, whenever a woman ends a relationship, it means the breakdown happened a long time ago.
I know that.
Because women are more emotionally invested in a relationship. So you find when she decides to leave, she already find her next guy line up what she got there with.
That's called monkey branch.
That's why we as men, we need to figure out when things start breaking down.
No, that's why we as men have to keep on and work on the relationship.
Because we're the natural leaders, you know. So we have to lead the relationship.
Exactly.
No, but wait.
So when it breaks down,
I know we alone if you work on the relationship.
No, but bro, we already established say you date the right girl.
Yeah.
We not established say you date a random.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you talk about the why you ever date somebody way will automatically cause a rift in the relationship. You date somebody the wrong person. You know, most of the time men dating the girl like probably 2 months in him and say, you know, I shouldn't date that girl. You think we don't know? We are not idiots, you know. We can say the girl has stressed you out. You just date her for like a month, bro. The girl has stressed you out. You keep up with her shit and marry her. Bro, this girl go party every night, bro. And run back at the girl and try and marry her.
Yeah. Look where you met her in the first place.
I don't really where you met her. No, we're not where you met her. Where she keeps going back to. Yeah. Because people going party. She can go to party 1 and 2 times.
Yeah.
But yo, the girl always at party. The girl always at drink. The girl smoke. The girl do all type of things. Why on earth did I marry her?
So on that note, I make one last point before we finish. On that note, hookup culture has definitely become way more prominent. But I also agree that you still have a sector of women that are still dateable and quote unquote marriage material. It's just that they're harder to notice now because there's this huge conglomerate, huge set of women essentially.
Hive-minded NPCs.
Huge set of women who kind of block that out because there's a lot of nice women out there who are willing to hook up with guys randomly.
Social media.
And that's an incentive for a lot of guys.
Social media.
To have sex.
Social media. Social media is going to exacerbate everything.
That's true.
And where inflammatory content is always at the forefront.
Yeah, that is true.
Ass and titties.
Because it's the same concept with bad news, you know, wars and all kind of things. Everything gets exacerbated because of social media. You know what? You want to add any last points before we wrap up?
We have some good points. We might not agree on everything. I mean, I do agree that there are some good ladies out there, right? They're just hard to find right now, right? But like I say, even though marriage is a good thing, I don't have a problem with marriage. I have a problem with the laws, the landscape, and what happened around marriage right now. Once it falls through and them think that marriage is good, relationship is good, people just don't value it anymore mostly. And this is not social media, right? Yeah. You've been on the earth for 20 plus years, you know what I talk about. You have dated multiple women, you have seen many of them fell through, right? As far as we concerned right now, you have a 99% failure rate with women. You is concerned. Right?
The likelihood of a woman falling into that bracket.
Me no want to hear say, yo, a social media exacerbate it went on, yo. You know, they're in a long-term relationship right now and you yourself not even know when you're going to get married. Right? Humans in general, a lot of us fail at relationship.
But it is true. And, and let's be honest, this whole, especially in the black community, this whole single mother culture and all this, and this whole, you know, men get into these short-term relationships just to hook up with a woman, read her and then move on, or the woman just, you know, she never have a proper father figure in her life, so she have certain toxic qualities that just don't make her conducive for a long-term relationship beyond just sex, and she end up getting pregnant. A lot of these things are continuously exacerbating this problem we're having right now with hookup culture, where you have a set of women who are a certain way, and it's kind of blocking actual good quality ones, and there are less good quality ones as a result of this entire culture. So it's a whole culture war at this point, and it's a complicated issue that we're going to have to try our best to resolve as men in society, right? Anyway, that's it for today's topic. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please don't forget to check out the deodorants again on IG page. Continue to support the shirt, them continue to share the video them and everything. Continue to support these guys here. Them have them own little business things that I'm trying to do right now. I might even drop James' business in the description below. You know, Nicholas will try to film little thing too. All of us will try to make it. Cameraman himself, him have a nice little Truth Gem business in the right now on IG. I'll drop that in the description too. You see me? We're all trying to make it at this point. Alright, so anyway guys, we don't know the saying for the day already. Glory to Olympus. One blood clot Olympus. Come on. Peace.